You teared up because the barista screwed up your order. You finished a pint of fudge ripple ice cream in front of the freezer. You yelled at your desk neighbor, Leslie, for breathing too loud. This time, don't go and buy another box of tampons. Question what you thought you knew about periods. Question what you buy, what you use, what the usual way, right way is to deal with it. Revolutionize. Switch it up. Try the Diva Cup and see how it can make dealing with your period a whole lot better.
Hello, Wildcats. It's your boy Kev, just coming at you like another update on Bam Margera's shitty life. And we're just here to let you know that we are a comedy and crime podcast. So even though we do cover many serious cases and true events, we do like to throw in some dark humor and inappropriate jokes every now and then. So if you're not a fan of combining comedy and crime, then you're probably not going to like this show that much. Or maybe you will. And maybe we'll become best friends, and maybe we'll become pen pals. I had a pen pal once in 4th grade. His name was Gerbert, and he never replied back. And I do want to apologize. I'm sorry this episode is a little bit late. My computer died on me today, and I had to run out and get some replacement parts, but they're not going to be here till later on in the week, so I had to buy a new laptop, and it's just been a hassle and kind of a shitty day. But I did manage to get this edited in time. But because of that, our Patreon episode that we recorded probably won't be up until later on in the week sometime. But I'm just happy that we got this episode out. And thank you all for being super patient with us. That is very cool, you guys. And just want to say thank you all for listening. So be good, stay safe, and laugh at the dark stuff. Hashtag Wildman. Hashtag... Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Bam Margera from Jackass. We got a really good Jackass stunt plan. You see, Phil, he's got to get up for work early in the morning. So I got Dunn. He's hiding out in his van. He's got some firecrackers. And as soon as Phil gets to work, we're going to hold his fat ass down and shove these firecrackers up his fat ass. Hashtag Wildman. It's Bam Margera. Alrighty, have a good one, guys.
All right, fellas, like we practiced.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Come on down. Come on down. Hanging with the brothers tonight, yeah. Come on down to the Brothers Commonplace tonight.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to the Brothers Commonplace, a comedy and crime podcast where we cover monsters, murders, mysteries, and more. And today we got a pretty cool topic, but before we jump into it, I want y'all to meet my little sea bass fish buddies.
Kick his ass, Seabass. I didn't think of an opening, and I kind of wanted to tell you guys this thing I do at work. But there's this guy he basically Andre the Giant if he wasn't cool at all. So just tall and chubby. I don't think he's worked there long, but I always end up walking behind him, and he's really slow. So at first I was like, fuck, dude, I'm behind that guy again. I'm trying to get past him, but I would feel awkward because I'd probably run into him. And I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to be behind this guy. I don't know why, but I started wanting to be behind him.
Oh.
And I would just start thinking shit in my head, just really funny stuff. And I just want this to happen. It never will. But I want him to just do this awesome spin move, turn around and look at me, and just fucking straight Fred Durst voice go, it's all about the he said, she said bullshit. And I know it's not going to fucking happen. But, dude, I fall behind this guy all the time and just fucking want that to happen so bad.
Dude, it might though, dude.
It's
in
not
some
funny
parallel universe, it's happening right now.
Dude, I want it so bad. But I was losing it today. I'm like, I'm just going to use that as my opening.
If the parallel universe thing is right, he does it to you, then you spin around and do it to the guy behind you, too.
Oh, my God, yes. And it's him.
And they make a movie of it called Chain Reaction.
Dude, I'm sorry, Toof. I just noticed how fucking tight that shirt is on your neck.
Oh,
it's like a
yeah.
turtleneck t-shirt, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's a medium.
How the fuck do you get your
Hell
head through
yes,
that?
dude.
Wildman from Queens. The shirt fits nice and snug.
Oh.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
not even that shirt you're wearing.
I know. This is pretty much what it feels like, though.
You're wearing a pizza shirt. What's it say on it?
I don't know.
The real food pyramid?
Dude.
It's just a pizza.
I wish so much it said the real tooth pyramid. But still with the pizza.
Hey, what's up? This is Spence. Kev, would you say that we are the delicious bass that we are also bringing to the listeners?
I would say that exactly, yes, sir.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Now I want to make a Photoshop picture of all of us with one pigtail off to the side. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Spence, and the other night I was just hanging out with Daft Punk.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And we decided that we wanted to watch some good old 90s horror. And we decided we wanted to watch something with like Elijah Wood, and we were like, oh, fuck yeah, let's watch like The Faculty or something. So we go digging around in my fucking VHS collection trying to find it. And by the end of that whole ordeal, we couldn't find The Faculty, but you could say that by the end of that night, we were up all night watching The Good Son.
Holy shit, dude.
Hell yeah.
The funny thing is when you said Elijah Wood and horror, I really thought of The Good Son before I thought of The Faculty. And The Faculty is a way better movie.
Oh, The Faculty's awesome, dude. I love it.
I mean, I still kind of like The Good Son, though. I really shouldn't, but I kind of like that movie.
Hey, it's two. And something weird happened to me lately. So, like, you know that insulation stuff? Like a spray that you can, like, spray it and it turns into, like, a hard foam?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Well, like, it was really, it is pretty cool.
I used that in my butthole.
Oh, yeah. So, like, me being a joke of an artist, I tried making a fort out of it. Well, lately, and you're not going to believe me, but lately an alien's been living in that fort.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he doesn't really say much to me, but he just says this line. He just says, E.T. foam home.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck
I'm
yeah.
picturing him like a person in a third world country, like expressing his gratitude to the white man.
E.T. foam home.
Oh, yes.
And it's your boy Kev, a.k.a. The Dirty Dog. And since I'm rocking out here with my best boys on the Ides of March, go ahead and call me Julius Weezer.
Oh, hell yes.
What's with these homies stabbing my back?
Why do they got a front?
Why can't they use the front?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, et tu, Brute, like the famous
Wow, it's Brute?
last words that Caesar says. A lot of people think that translates to, like, even you, Brutus. But what it actually means, what it actually translates to, because I was in the library, like, all night just looking this up.
Hell yeah.
It actually translates to, you know, decent cologne selection. Is it brute?
Wait, are you sure? Because I was on Wikipedia and I thought it stood for Super Bowl Super Browns.
Oh, fuck yeah, it does.
Did you see the guy watching himself do that on the news?
Wait, what?
Okay, let me show you this. So I'll admit I was a little bit nervous and worried about covering this case, but then I remembered that we had done this before. I remembered our last battle with the vampire and how we sent that bloodsucker right back to hell where he belonged.
And we destroyed his castle.
So yes, that is correct. We will be taking on and battling a vampire once more. And despite his name, we will not be traveling all over the globe for this one. That's right. Today, we're going to pick apart, discuss, and have our beautiful brother way with the Atlas Vampire.
Oh, I like that.
Wait, is this Vampire Paramore?
No one. There's 3 people in the world that knows what this is.
4, one of our Patreon members. I think Sarah does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this case, which is an unsolved cold case, by the way, we'll be covering the murder of a 32-year-old sex worker in the Atlas area of Stockholm near Sankt Eriksplan. That's probably not how you pronounce it. I'm going to fuck up every
That sounds
name
fun,
of stuff.
though.
So.
Yeah, I want to go to Sunks Eric's land.
But yeah, anything before we start off and jump into this case? Before we hunt another vampire.
Vampires fucking suck.
Yeah.
and literally.
That's true.
We need Luke Perry on his motorcycle to help us fucking hunt those vampires, man.
Rest in peace.
I know.
Rest in peace.
Sucks. He's fucking taking them down, though, right now.
Oh, yeah, and fucking every hot girl in heaven and hell. They let him go wherever he wants.
Yeah, I mean,
What
it's
if-
fucking Luke Perry.
What if since Macho Man died for the Rapture for us, what if Luke Perry died for the Browns trade?
Yeah. He is from Ohio. He's a Browns guy.
All right. I can accept it. I mean, I'm not going to say worth it, but I'll accept it.
Hashtag thankful.
Hashtag
thankful.
Wildman.
Yeah. Hashtag Wildman.
And before we start, I do want to give a quick shout out to my cousin Courtney. She's been listening since the very beginning. Like our first podcast, she listened to all those.
Oh, shit.
And it's like she would snap me like her watching Sleepaway Camp and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
But she signed up for our Patreon, and I haven't talked to her in a long time. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for listening and being super cool.
Definitely. Hashtag Wildman.
So alrighty, before we jump into this murdering leech, let's first take a little dabble into the capital of Sweden, Stockholm. We're going to learn a little bit about Stockholm.
Nice.
Like that Blink-182 song, "This is the first!"
I actually heard that today.
That's a good song, dude. I like what was that called? Stockholm Syndrome? I think that's what it's called.
Is it what it's called?
But yeah, that's a good tune.
Yeah. I just listened to Feeling This right before I got out of the car.
Yeah, that's a good. I listened to the Joe Rogan with Tom DeLonge on there the other day.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty loopy.
Yeah, so the FBI called me and brought me to the secret room, and just some secret discussions, some top level stuff.
Yeah, he's like,
that I can't tell you about. Really,
he's like, it's just because I put together stuff no one else did. Well, what exactly? I can't talk about it.
It's so stupid, dude.
The video.
pretty
Did he
funny.
listen to the Joe Rogan with Travis Barker?
Just some clips
a
of it.
little
Of him,
after
like,
it?
yeah,
He's like, man, he showed me the fakest videos on UFOs I had ever seen, and he would stare at me like, yeah, you see that?
He probably showed him that. What was that fucking The Fourth Kind or whatever, that dumbass movie?
Oh.
There's so many people who are like, dude, that's real. Like, no, it's fucking. And so is Paranormal Activity then.
dude. So I showed Cassidy Bill's channel today, and she loves it.
I've still never seen. Like, you guys talk about,
It's
it, but I don't know
so
what it is.
fucking dude. It's still stupid.
Yeah.
It is. I hate the ones where he's like,
Hey, you take that back.
I hate the ones where he's like, so is it real or is it fake? We don't know. You son of a bitch. He looks like DDP.
Oh,
He
dude.
looks
Well,
like DDP.
I would like him just because of the DDP thing, but
Yeah.
The one we watched was this giant Lego that washed ashore. Like, is this real? Did this somehow wash off like some Chinese freight crate and it came up on shore? It's like fucking 100 feet tall. It's clearly photoshopped. And then he's like, all right, cast your results. And then you're like, it's fake. He's like, oh, wow. Thank you for 7 minutes of that.
he thinks he's like the most intelligent being there is. Instead of DDP Yoda. Or I already fucked it up. Never mind. Let's just go.
DDP Yoda.
I was gonna say instead of DDP Yoga, he goes by DDP Yoda, but I fucked the joke up.
Damn,
So
that's
moving
so
on.
good.
So just another note here before we start. I know nothing about Sweden or how to pronounce like anything there. I looked up the Atlas area and found almost nothing about it. Like the closest thing I found was that the Atlas area was near Sankt Eriksplan or Sankt Eriksplan. I don't know. If you're a Swedish listener, I don't know, maybe let us know some stuff.
they have really good fish there.
Swedish fish is excellent there, yeah. Yeah, we actually gave that to them.
Oh, well, fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
Like,
you guys are welcome.
You know how we like stole the land from the Indians?
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
did the opposite of that with Swedish fish to the Swedish people.
So,
So-
our karma's pretty much balanced at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only bad and good thing that we've done so far.
yeah.
One thing about the Atlas area is that the people around there shrug a lot.
I want to know this.
There's just a famous book called Atlas Shrugged.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
what
that.
it was. I was like, is that a globe company?
That'd
That's what I was trying to think.
be a good name for a globe company.
It really would, yeah.
One time, when I was working at this restaurant for 5 years, I got a gift.
Oh, fuck.
And they're like, yeah, here's a magazine. You get to pick a gift of anything you want. And there's this globe. I was like, cool, I'll take this globe. And a couple weeks later, I just get this normal globe. It's like, it's cool, I guess. And the manager, it was this crazy lady. She was fucking nuts.
Her dad died twice in a week.
Yeah, she's always like, my father died. And then she would just bring it up later on like he just died again.
Yeah, like,
But
yeah, we knew this.
But she called me in the office. She's like, yeah, I just want you to know you really set the company back by getting that globe. I was like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, that cost us $1,300.
yeah, this fucking actually happened.
And then I think it was Mark, where I told Mark about it. He's like, what the fuck? Unless the inside of that globe is stuffed with like $1,280, there's no way that's possible.
Did you cut it
Thank
open
you,
to see?
Mark. No, I didn't.
Dude, the funny thing
not.
is, like, Kevin's 5 year was like a year before mine. So, like, the next year was my 5 year, and they fucking stopped doing that where they gave away something.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like, what
because
the
they
fuck?
couldn't
I
afford to
didn't-
after
yeah,
Kevin.
Yeah,
I
know.
really might have
Yeah,
fucked
he
that
fucking
company
set the
up.
company back.
Dude, it was crazy when I was growing up. Like the globe we had and like the encyclopedia set we had were all like the globe still had like the USSR on it.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
the-
sweet,
The
man.
encyclopedia didn't have any movies past like, I don't know, Jurassic Park. Or no, I think maybe like Biodome.
Oh, fuck
They
yeah.
didn't need any more then.
Oh. Oh, so you had the Bible at your house then?
The original one.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to mention a couple of fun, interesting things about Sankt Eriksplan. First, it is a square in Vasatiden. I don't know what it is. It's a square in a place near Stockholm, and the name means St. Eric's Plaza, which I kept reading wrong as St. Eric's Pizza.
Ooh.
And it made me really excited to keep on researching.
There used to be a square in the Brothers Commonplace, but Andrew hasn't been around for a while.
And there is pizza, since Tube's wearing this pizza shirt.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But St. Eric, that is named after King Eric IX, who is a patron saint of Stockholm.
Oh, that's sweet.
So that's
But
pretty
he
cool.
wasn't a Patreon supporter of the Brothers Commonplace.
No, he's
fucker.
not, and that is why we are no longer going to talk about him, and everything I mentioned about him is being cut out until he pays us $1 a month.
And that's why he's dead.
And that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg. And now on to Stockholm. Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, which stretches across 14 islands, and the actual city of Stockholm has 960,000 people.
Damn.
So I think Stockholm, like the big area Stockholm has a lot more, but I think the actual city has 960,000. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. It's kind of confusing.
Gotcha.
But just looking at pictures of this place, it looks breathtaking, just absolutely stunning. And Sweden in general is just pretty much super badass, and they really are like the king of everything over there. They're better than everything in the world, pretty much over there. Like everything, like Forbes named Sweden as the world's best country for doing business.
Oh, damn.
And it was previously listed as like number 38, like not too far back, and then they just fucking kicked the shit into gear.
It is cold, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But that means all the girls have hard nipples.
Nipples.
This is true.
Pull out the jergens.
Ooh.
And if you go to nordic.businessinsider.com, you can see like a huge list of all the shit that Sweden is better at than the rest of the world. Like it's like everything they're fucking better at over there.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a giant list of celebrities and all around badasses and hashtag wild men and women, such as, give me a drum roll, Jeremiah.
Boom, tch, 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 boom.
Damn, that got impressive towards the end. Dolph fucking Lundgren.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck
that
yeah.
you could just stop there. No, it's not gonna get any better.
Dolph is a fucking badass.
Yeah, he's the man.
And I'm sure you've all heard the story, but if not, I'll go ahead and tell it for our listeners. There was one time where 3 robbers broke into Dolph's house, and only Dolph's wife was home. So these 3 robbers, they like tied up his wife, and they were threatening her, and they were like gonna steal a bunch of shit and stuff.
Yeah.
And as they're ransacking the place, they look at the photos, like they see the photos of the house. They're like, holy shit, this is Dolph Lundgren's house. So they leave everything and just fucking run away.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude.
They're
For
like,
sure.
fuck it, we're not robbing
yeah,
them.
fuck that.
So that's super badass.
Because he's gonna go like real life Taken on your ass and fucking kill you.
Oh, man.
You gonna name some more?
Yeah. PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We got Peter Stormare, who was in Lost World in The Big Lebowski.
Oh, okay.
We got fucking Pennywise,
which
Bill
one is he?
Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård's the shit.
He is one of, I think he's one of the nihilists in Big Lebowski.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah. Now I know the guy.
yeah,
He's probably the lead nihilist guy.
And then also the Swedish twins that we covered, Ursula and Sabina Eriksson.
Oh, okay.
okay.
The crazy.
By the way, you
Yeah.
could just say all the Skarsgårds, because apparently there's like just a whole fucking rat pack of them.
There is, yeah. I came across his brother. I forget his name. It might be just this. I don't know.
Skarsgård.
And there's the father, Stellan Skarsgård, who's like he's in the Thor movies now. He was like the one other teacher in Good Will Hunting.
Is he also in Anaconda?
I don't know. He might be.
He's in something. I just remember because I was listening to How Did This Get Made, and there's one where Paul F. Tompkins is a guest.
Oh, I love Paul F.
And
Tompkins.
he's like, yeah, and just a fun note, if you try to type in, what's his name?
Stellan Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård, it'll autocorrect it to Stellar Skateboard. And I guess people would go to Wiki and change his name to Stellar Skateboard.
Oh my god.
And P.S. Leffen, I ain't done yet.
P.S. Leffen, I ain't done yet. I'm the underdog, so place your bets. Whoever wanna see Leffen looking dumb, throw your money on the line, cause I'm making some. Gotta say, bro, you looking awfully weak. Wait and see what happens in the salty sweet. Vanilla Fox don't suit you, go find another. Teach you a lesson and take back my color.
If you guys know what that is, Leffen from Smash. That P.S. Leffen was a line that was in a diss track by our very own Chillin' Dude. And by our very own,
yeah.
I just mean because me and Spence always randomly call each other Chillin' Dude.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, he has this, what's funny is he came out with this rap diss track when he was going to go against
Wait,
a guy
Chillin'
named
Dude did?
Chillin' Dude.
Oh,
And he just
good.
got his ass beat by Lefford.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah.
And after he
I love
lost
Chillin'
badly, all he did was he was like, my B.
Chillin' Dude. Chillin' Dude, if you're out there and somehow this makes its way to you in our crazy, twisted universe, could you please come and be on the podcast with us?
Fuck yeah, dude. Or just come here and have sex with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have sex while playing Melee.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
us.
we can let Toof like take a night off, having sex with us, just one night
Fuck
though.
yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Just one night.
Wait, we'll give you a break too.
In that documentary, didn't he have like one good story where he beat one of the big guys in like one match one time?
Yeah, one story. I like when he's telling the story about how this one guy came back and won. He's like, yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking chilling, dude.
I only watched a couple episodes, but it was funny.
Some musicians from Sweden. There's Bass Hunter, the trance, whatever, what do they call it? Like club dance.
Yeah, some good tunes.
Yeah, and there's a metal band called Nightwish. They're kind of big.
Are you guys forgetting the most important one?
No.
Victoria Silvstedt, Playmate of the Year.
Is she a twin?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think she has a younger sister.
Oh, she's
than-
got some twins.
Oh, hey, twins!
Hell yeah.
So that's just a little bit of fun stuff about Sweden. So
We just did the whole podcast.
So here we go, on to the case. But first, let's hop into our little time machines because we're traveling back to the year 1932.
Ooh.
Damn, I was going to bet on 55.
I think Wizard of Oz came out sometime around then.
And for our sources, most of this we got from the Trebuchet and Gizmodo and a couple other places. But
Whoa, Gizmodo.
yeah.
What is that?
Gremlins is Gizmo.
Yeah, Gizmodo. Was that like a fucking like Tamagotchi thing or something back in the day?
Gizmodo is a blog these days.
I feel like I looked up porn on this.
Oh, look at
Oh, a smut gremlin.
Rule 34 Gizmo.
You know,
Also, Rule 34, that little rat thing that sits beside Jabba the Hutt.
I looked up porn on this, man. I know I fucking did.
so speaking of Star Wars, we're going to be going back to Star Wars Day, May the 4th of 1932 to be exact.
Dude, hell yeah.
And since this is an unsolved case from almost 90 years ago, the person responsible for this crime never got caught, and they probably never will get caught. And they completely have gotten away with a gruesome murder. That is, unless this vampire is still alive out there somewhere.
Because he's immortal.
And their name is Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that old picture. I
That
remember seeing.
painting, dude.
Yeah, it was a painting, yeah.
No, somebody told Keanu Reeves about this recently, and I forget what it was. His quote was just perfect, like perfect Keanu reaction.
I love Keanu.
Yeah, he's
Reeves.
fucking awesome,
It was
dude.
just, whoa.
John Wick is a shit, by the way. Those movies are awesome.
Yeah, dude, especially because he's fucking battling Reek.
I don't know who that is.
In the first one, I was like, oh my god.
Who's Reek?
From Game of Thrones.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, dude, the new Thrones trailer was so good.
Whenever I worked at the gym, me and my two buddies there, Gio and E, whenever we got mad at the other one or someone did something dumb, we'd be like, dude, you're Reek. It was either Reek or it'd be like, you're Vince from Fast and the Furious.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
Vince.
Vince, hell yeah.
He's like, you would do that, Vince.
That's awesome.
So if this vampire is still alive out there, like if that's true, then we need to send our boys Manchester and that other fucking dork to go find this fucking vampire and slay him. This Atlas vampire son of a bitch needs to die.
Yeah,
Or-
quit fighting over your little turf war over the cemetery and go kill a real vampire.
You guys need to work together, Manchester.
But we could also, like, send these guys after him, but if the vampire was a Patreon,
Then we
we can be like, oh, fuck,
then
leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Manchester, you got to die then.
Yeah. We'll just have to
At
go
our
after that.
hands.
Yeah.
Well, when you join the Patreon, it's pretty much like a sanctuary city. You're pretty much untouchable.
Yeah, it's like making the unbreakable vow. Like
Yeah.
you die if you break it, basically.
Manchester changes his name to Manchelsing.
Fuck yes, dude.
Every time someone signs up for the Patreon and then they like decline it or they cancel, we show up like the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. We're like,
Manchester, Bennington.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. It's May 4th, 1932. Our victim in this case, Lily Lindstrom, she was a 32-year-old woman that was also a, quote, girl of the night / prostitute, if you will. She was also known as the call girl because her room was the only one in the apartment that contained a phone.
Ooh, hell yeah.
And also because she was a prostitute.
Yeah. Could you guys, like, hear this right now? Because I can just hear it, like, announcing the WWE Women's Champion, Lily Lindstrom. Like, doesn't that just sound like a diva's name?
Yeah, I can see that. And this is in the 1930s, so there's like a depression going on. I imagine it's pretty shitty over there right now.
Absolutely.
Wait, why does she have a phone?
She lives in like a big apartment building. I don't know why her room has a phone. I don't know.
Is it because she was having a phone sex affair with Thomas Edison?
Maybe, dude. That'd be pretty hot, actually.
Could be the only room where they could reach with the tin can and string.
That is true.
Hey, what's your number? 04?
And from what I can tell, it sounds like this apartment area like was pretty shitty and dingy, and I'm getting like a Spider-Man 3 vibe whenever I read about it.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of, like, how fucked up is it in that movie when Peter knows that weird goofy girl has that crush on him, so he's like, hey, why don't you go make me some fucking cookies? What a fucking tool. Doesn't she, like, make him some? And then he's like, yeah, I like the other ones better, right?
It's something like that, yeah. He's basically just Woogie.
Woogie?
Yeah, when he makes his wife go make all those cookies and shit.
Yeah, dude.
How about a cookie? You want a cookie? And he keeps telling him, no, go make some cookies.
So next we have Minnie Jansen. She is 35 years old, and she lives in the apartment building, but she lives on the floor below Lily's. And Minnie, she is also a prostitute. And also, I think that the way they work their business, they were like work from home style prostitutes. So they would actually bring their clients back to their rooms, which is a pretty ballsy move. Definitely not something that I would feel comfortable doing if I was a prostitute, because I wouldn't want these people like knowing where I live.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because if they don't leave. And I'm weak. I can't fight these men back. I can't. What would I do?
At least Minnie ended up having like a pretty good career, though. She ended up being an actor, but she changed her last name to Me.
Get them down. Get the hook. How the fuck? Okay. How the fuck do they get Mini-Me down with that long-ass hook?
I know. I wish they would have showed it.
That doesn't make any sense. Get the hook.
It'd be like a 10-minute period there. It would just be completely inconsolable.
So Minnie, she had grown a little bit worried because she hadn't seen or heard from Lily in a couple of days now. I think it was on May 4th was the last time that she saw her. So she alerted the police to let them know that she thought something was wrong with her friend or that something bad had happened to her. Minnie, she also told the police that the last time she saw and talked to Lily was a couple of days ago when Lily had come to her apartment a couple times that night, and I think the last time was around 9 p.m. wearing nothing but a coat, and she was asking her if she had any condoms.
Oh, shit.
Wait, this is an apartment building?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like a pad or something.
And this, unfortunately, was the last time that anyone would see her alive. So yeah, she's like, yeah, I saw her a couple days ago. It was the last time I saw her. She came to my room a couple times a night asking for condoms.
That sucks if that's the last time somebody saw you alive.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it probably ended pretty badly.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she asked for condoms multiple times or what.
I wonder what was going on in Lily's pad.
Oh, come on, too. How fucking
That's
long?
brilliant.
How long
That is
were
so
you
good.
sitting on that?
Jesus. I was gonna crack a joke when he said that she contacted police. I was gonna say that she contacted the U.S. Marshals just because Lily's husband's Marshal from How I Met Your Mother.
So the police, they then go to Lily's apartment. However, I believe that it's locked because they end up having to like break in. So they start off knocking, but they get no answer. Then they end up breaking into her apartment.
Breaking and entering.
And like, it's like, well, we have to arrest ourselves. Someone else will have to solve the case.
One of the
That's
cops.
why it went unsolved.
One of the cops' names was Benjamin.
That's why it went unsolved. Actually, when they broke in, the guy was actually still in there. But they're
Yeah.
like, fuck, dude, we have to arrest ourselves.
They're like, why hasn't anyone solved it? It's like, all of our detectives are in jail. They arrested themselves.
This sounds like a weird development. An arresting development.
Hell yes, dude.
And like many of our cases, whenever somebody breaks into the crime scene, it's usually pretty brutal. So this is on May 7th now when the police come into the case, which is 2 to 3 days after Lily was last seen on the night of the 4th. And here's the police statement on what they found. Quote, Lily's body was face down on her bed. She was naked and her clothes were neatly folded on a chair next to the body. It was clear that Lily had been dead for 2 or 3 days. And furthermore, Lily had engaged in sexual activity right before being murdered, as police found a used condom still in Lily's anus.
Oof.
So that's pretty fucked up. Lily is found butt-ass naked, lying face down in her bed. Her clothes, however, were folded neatly and left on the chair right next to her.
Didn't that happen with Jack the Ripper a lot?
Yeah, I was just going to mention, it does remind me of Jack the Ripper because, like, Jack the Ripper he killed a lot of ladies of the night, a lot of prostitutes. And then also, like, I think it was the final kill where that girl was just completely fucking just ripped apart and destroyed in that bed, or in her bed. But I think her clothes were all folded up nicely or something.
Is this close to the same time? Or no, that was early. That was much earlier, right?
I think that was in like the early 1900s.
Yeah.
This is in the 30s.
So, I mean, like, it's possible he'd still be alive, but, you know.
Who knows?
Jack be nimble. Jack be quick. Jack use protection on that dick.
And the actual cause of death was repeated blows to Lily's head. She had multiple blunt head trauma from being beaten with an object.
Is that called donkey punching?
Well, we're actually going to get there because I do mention that.
Jesus.
Inventor.
And Lily also had a condom that was left hanging out of her ass. And she also had dried saliva on her neck and on other spots of her body.
Damn, that fucker stole my move.
It sucks so bad that, like, DNA wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah. And strangely enough, there was also a blood-stained gravy ladle that was found inside of her room.
Fuck.
So it sounds like they had plenty of DNA. However, this was, of course, a murder back in the 1930s.
Yeah.
So it was before DNA existed.
Yeah, DNA didn't even exist in the body until 86.
Yeah.
We learned that yesterday, actually.
Yeah, in school.
Yeah.
You know, in this apartment, DNA might not existed, but in this apartment, TNA existed.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's true. And there was also DNA that we learned. I don't know why this. Obviously, this has been around forever, but I was like, holy shit, a guy wore a rubber while doing a chick in the ass in the 30s? I was like kind of impressed by that. I don't know why. I was like, holy shit, man.
They like murderer, but
Wait
damn,
a
at least
minute.
he's clean.
What if it wasn't for his dick? What if the condom was for the gravy ladle?
Maybe.
Whoa.
We'll see.
Wait, diarrhea looks like gravy. I'm onto something. Just
There's
give me a
no
minute.
gravy in here. There's a ladle that's covered in blood.
What's in her ass, though, besides the condom?
Just a condom.
Oh,
Just the condom.
Myth busted.
myth busted.
Myth busted.
Yeah, I think they used to make condoms out of like pig intestines.
Yeah, sheepskin, sheep intestines.
Sheepskin seat covers.
Sheepskin seat covers.
Amy Schumer's been around that long.
She's like, I was just napping. She gets up out of the bed. So we aren't even at the weirdest part of the case yet.
Oh, fuck.
Later on, while investigating the body, it would be revealed that almost all of the blood from Lily's body had been drained and removed.
Oh.
The police then added 2 and 2 together, and they came to the scary and disturbing realization that the ladle may have been used to drink the blood of Lily.
Oh.
But what the fuck? That's a lot of blood. Like,
Yeah.
There's like, what, was it 5 quarts?
No, that's in a car.
How many?
There actually is 5 quarts of oil in a car.
How many quarts are in a body?
I have no idea.
You know?
Dude, is
Is it
fucking
4?
5?
I think it's like around a gallon, I thought.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We're
that right?
fucking cars, dude.
No, wait. 5 quarts? No. I don't know. You know, this could be easily
God
Googled.
damn it. We have to look this up.
It's more like 6 quarts, actually. But yeah, a lot of blood.
I can't believe we have as much as a car. That's fucking weird, dude.
So, yeah, that is a lot of blood to be drained from the body. And how did he get all the blood out and why? And if he didn't drink the blood, then that means he stole it and carried it out. And what for, I have no idea. But the rest of the actual crime scene was like super clean. Like the room was clean, the bed was clean, everything was clean, except there was that ladle that was covered in blood.
Like he cleaned the blood off the bed?
I guess there's no blood on the bed.
How the fuck did you get that off?
Hey, the air is clean, the cities are clean, even the dirt is clean.
Wait, what is that?
It's George Carlin at the beginning of Bill and Ted when he's
hell
talking about the
yes.
future.
Fuck yes.
So yeah, this room is the whole scene's clean except for Lily that is dead in the bed. And this next thing, like I'm about to say, it's not supposed to be funny at all or anything, but with the blunt force trauma to the head and the condom still halfway hanging out of her butthole, I really think that the vampire killer, like Tooth mentioned, probably donkey punched her to the death, like until he nutted. Or possibly use that ladle maybe, like he reached for a ladle and like swung it at her head.
Dude, donkey punching her till she dies sounds like an ICP lyric.
Oh, it has to be. If it isn't, it is now.
And like I don't want to put any fault or blame like on Lily in any way, but I believe there was actually a couple hints that her latest client that did this was in fact a vampire. Like I think there was like clues all along that she chose to ignore. So like whenever she was meeting up with him, she told him that like she can't wait. She's like, "Oh, I can't wait to get you back to my room. I want to suck your dick." And she was like, "What do you want to do?" And then he replied, "I want to suck your blood." And she's like, "Whoa, what the fuck did you just say? I ain't cool with that." And he was like, "I meant I want to suck your breasts." And she's like, "Okay, that's more like it, baby." That's stupid. That's not funny.
No, keep it in. We're going to add to it.
I'm sorry.
So, since she was a prostitute when he was paying her, he's like, "I only have ones. Is that okay?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm going to count out loud." And she's like, "Okay." He's like, $1, $2, $3.
5 quarts. 1 ladle.
Oh, fuck yeah.
2 slaps.
And as far as suspects go, the police, they're pretty positive that Lily's last customer, whoever that was, had to have been the killer, seeing as how the vampire and Lily had sex since she was found naked with a condom still inside, just hanging out of her ass. And the Swedish officers, they narrowed the suspect list down to 8 or 9 clients of Lily's, and they went out to investigate these people and ask them some questions.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh my God, ask him some
Yeah,
questions.
ask me a question, Jeremiah.
So, is it like just a rumor that like when you die, you shit?
No.
Is that true?
We have it on authority from Game of Thrones.
Because like if she died, wouldn't she shit the condom out?
Well, I think you just like void your
I think
like,
you just
bodily fluids and stuff
Oh,
like that.
if
Like
there's nothing in there.
if
you
there,
won't.
yeah, if she
Oh,
had already
okay.
taken a dump or whatever, like,
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Huh.
but like basically, then the cops asking questions is basically them going like, "Hey, did you do it? No. Oh, okay.
That's really what I think is. And
Yeah.
plus, I mean, prostitution is illegal,
Yeah,
and they're asking people that were supposed to be her clients. Of course, they're gonna say no.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they would admit to even being a client. Probably.
yeah, like oh, I didn't know her. I mean, it's not like they really have any proof.
So, Mr. Charlie Sheen, did you know this woman? Yeah, she was my prostitute. Want some coke?
It's time to break the cycle of waste and mess. Time to stop accepting that the way things have been done are the way they should be done. Control-Alt-Delete everything you thought you knew about how to period. We're flipping the script, we're throwing out the book, we're challenging the period status quo. The Diva Cup is eco-friendly, reusable, and offers up to 12 hours leak-free protection. So what are you waiting for? Join the inner revolution with the Diva Cup. The Diva Cup is used for menstrual flow only. Always read and follow the user guide.
So the police, they interviewed like 8 or 9 men, but the names of these people, they were never released, and the police eventually let them all go because none of them were proved to have been a viable suspect. And unfortunately, none of them would ever get charged with murder. Well, I don't know, unfortunately, because they could have been innocent, so I don't know why I said that. But yeah, like we said, they ask them questions, but of course they're not going to admit to it. And I mean, they did have like fingerprints. I think they could do fingerprints back then, but I think that like the fingerprints were all wiped clean, like on the ladle. Like I don't think the person left prints behind.
Was it still like a thing where they would have like a a set of fingerprints like at like the station of like known criminals and stuff like that? Like that's how they would know who they were.
That'd be my guess, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Did they leave any other singers behind?
Brian.
So they just left prints behind.
And since no one would get caught or charged with the murder, the Atlas vampire would continue to roam the Atlas in either his mist or vampire form. And the case would forever be unsolved. There were no more suspects, no more evidence, nobody to question. They just had no idea who did it, and they didn't really know what else they could do about it. So it also could be a case of, well, she was a sex worker, so let's not waste a whole lot of time and resources on this. And I don't mean this in like a bad way, but since it was back then.
Yeah, I don't think they used terms as polite as sex worker back then.
That's true. That is also true.
I think they used a filthy charlatan, maybe.
Wow.
That's what they call me all the time.
That's just the president.
So I don't really know. They could have put a lot of effort into this, but I could see them just being like, well, it's just a dead prostitute, so we don't know. We asked around, we can't figure it out. I mean, the case is still open, but
We asked like 12 guys. That's enough.
and
She had 13 that night, so you know what? We went far enough.
The case wasn't the only thing open.
And I remember reading that the Atlas area at the time had a high number of prostitutes, and the number of assaults and murders were like pretty high in the 1930s. So this might not have even been like all that out of the ordinary, because it was kind of in like a not that great of an area.
Absolutely.
So who knows? I don't know. And I'm not sure why the DNA hasn't been tested like to this day.
Yeah, because it would be cool to, I mean, I don't know if cool is the right word, but it'd be interesting to know.
Like, I don't know if it was too contaminated or what. I do know they do have evidence samples that are on display at Stockholm's Police Museum. Like, they have a couple tubes. I think there's, like, some hairs and stuff. And
What if they had the condom?
they might have the condom, right? I hope they do.
Yeah.
It's like, don't pick that up, though. We didn't wash the end that was inside of her asshole.
They say that after Toof already has it in his mouth.
Toop is like, I've been working on my balloon animals. Who wants a hedgehog?
But he's just doing it with his butt.
But yeah, I mean, back then, DNA wasn't even really like a widely known thing. Like, I know, I looked it up, and I think people believe that it came out in like the 1950s, like as far as using the DNA to do stuff. But I think it actually was discovered like in the late 1800s, actually. But I mean, they didn't really use it. They didn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Use it or lose it.
And then I don't even think they ended up using DNA testing until late 80s,
Something
mid 80s,
like that, yeah.
80s, 70s. No, it could have been 70s. I think it was 80s.
No, like where it was actually like people getting charged with murder and stuff for because of DNA. I think it was like 80s.
Yeah, I was saying in terms of testing, Magic Johnson really changed the game.
Oh god.
They test all this evidence today. Like, they happen to have it all preserved, and they put it all under the test, and then they use like 23andMe. And they're like, Eric Bjornberger, you're the descendant of a fucking rapist murderer.
And now you have to pay the price.
Put his face down on the pillow, boys.
Oh no. So yeah, this case, it is an unsolved murder, and technically this case is still open. And some of the evidence you can find at the Stockholm Police Museum, but this isn't gonna be solved. I don't see them ever going back to this case to try to solve it, and it's gonna be 100 years old soon. So.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Is rigor mortis what they put in the body to make it stiff, or is rigor mortis what happens when you die and go
I
stiff?
think it's
Second one.
Yeah, what do you mean
happens
put
when
it
you
in?
die?
What do you mean put it in their body? To
I don't know if
make
it's
them
like
stiff?
an embalming fluid or some shit like
Oh
that.
no,
No.
their
Rigor
body-
mortis is like the term of when you stiffen up when you
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
So does that mean like if she was buried in her casket, she was buried like doggy style position because they couldn't like bend her back?
These are the real questions. These are the real questions.
She's like buried ass up.
I mean, if that's how she was, I mean, I guess that's possible.
They make a special shaped coffin.
They take her body and like flip it upwards so she's like stuck like this, and they put like a Spider-Man suit on her or something and make her look like she's floating through the air.
She knows crane style.
That's not stupid at all.
So alrighty, on to the theories now. I mean, we don't really have a whole lot of theories, but
Is this the only time the vampire struck?
yeah, like I don't think there's anything similar like this around after this.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see anything about it. So one theory, and I believe I found this posted on listverse.com, where they mentioned that maybe a police officer did it. And the reason why they think maybe that a police officer did it is because the killer, they clearly went out of their way to leave behind as few clues as possible. Like they cleaned up the area, wiped fingerprints, but then again, they did leave a condom, and then they left that ladle. And I really don't know why, like, a cop would go through all this trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea, but this is just like a possible theory. There's also something possibility where part of the theory is that the killer cop, he was trying to throw his peers off on a wild goose chase by leaving behind like this super bizarre and fucked up crime scene. Like he thought it would just completely throw them off. I was like, well, I'll just leave a bunch of weird shit and put a bunch of weird clues so they have no idea I did it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, I mean, do they know for sure there was semen in the condom?
Yeah, there was semen in the condom.
Oh, okay.
And plus she had, whoever killed her had left saliva on her neck and stuff.
Okay, I guess that's true.
And I don't know. Some say that there were fingerprints left on the soup ladle. Some say there weren't. So I have no idea. But it was so long ago. There's no reason they would go back to this case, you know? So that was one theory, that it was a police officer, which there's nothing behind it. It was just something mentioned.
Yeah.
The only other theories we have is a random John/client or an actual vampire.
Well, I've got one.
Yeah.
I believe it could have been Carl Gustaf Ekman, the Prime Minister of Sweden,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Tell me more.
At the time or today?
at the time.
Oh.
It says here that Daddy was an ass man,
No.
and he knew that he was going to go down for fucking prostitutes since it was such a crime and illegal then.
Yeah.
So he had her
And
killed
now?
because she knew his secrets, his ladle secrets.
So I like that
fuck
you
yes.
just you Googled this prime minister in Sweden and then just destroyed his name for like 20 seconds.
What if this was somehow true?
Yep. Okay. Be honest. What did you Google to bring that up?
The Prime Ministers of Sweden.
Oh.
Actually, I Googled President of Sweden 1932. And then it corrected me with list of prime ministers.
Fuck yes, dude. That's amazing.
But yeah, that's everything we have on this case. You guys got any theories?
Mothman. Why
He's just
can't
got his little sucker proboscis nose thing. Just
moths have antenna and fucking fangs, dude.
Yeah.
And what do moths like? Light. What do prostitutes do? Turn the red light district on. The lights are always on in those
shit.
bedrooms.
That's true.
My dick's all fucked up, so you gotta drive, brother.
I know a place at the edge of the red light district we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother. Hey, real quick question though. As far as the blood goes, do you think the person that did this stole the blood and took the blood? And if they did, what for? Or do you think they straight up drank it? Which, can you drink that much blood without dying?
I mean, it would take, like, if you did it in like a
You
like
would
a long
have to
period of
die or
time.
get super sick or something.
Something, yeah. Especially it's prostitute's blood. Nobody wants to drink that shit.
That's true.
But I mean, nobody knew about the fucking nasty shit that she probably had back then. I mean, no offense, but ugh.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I feel like that could have been like a kind of like Black Dahlia kind of thing,
Yeah.
or I think there's a lot of cases where like all the blood was drained.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty common.
I'll say I could believe her getting killed in the bathtub and like draining her there, then just cleaning the bathtub out and then carrying her to the bed.
Yeah, I mean, none of those were solved either. Like a lot of the ones where
That
the
was
blood
very
was drained aren't
specific.
really solved.
That's true. I mean, but yeah, if she did get killed somewhere else, it would have had to have been in that apartment though.
Yeah,
Because there's no way she could have got killed somewhere else and like dragged up here.
no, because there would be blood. But it does make sense for her to be killed somewhere else. Because like, how the fuck do you clean the bed?
I don't know.
Like,
unless you just put all new blankets and stuff on. But why would they? What would you do with that blood?
I mean, did they remove the blankets to see if there was like blood stained like under it or anything?
Yeah, there wasn't any.
Yeah.
X-Men was what, 1917, something like that?
I want to say a little later.
Because like knowing how barbaric people were, like when you first say they broke into the house and like started investigating, I'm like thinking 1930s cops like busting down a door and be like, oh, no one make a move, and they'll like tiptoe through the house and like look for fingerprints. But like it's the 1930s, so they probably just came in and be like, all right, boys, let's check out the fridge, see what she's got in there, and they just start eating shit and like partying. Like, there's a dead fucking body. Yep, dead as shit. Get out of here, boys. Case
That
closed.
spaghetti was fucking great. Let's go. Hey, she's got a condom in her butt. All right, let's stay a little while.
Oh, she does, and Jeremy's been here. Jeremy, you in here? You still in here, Jeremy? Yeah, I was in the kitchen.
Who do you think made the fucking spaghetti?
I was eating a pretzel.
Wait, what movie is it where they like search the house and like, oh, it's Jack Black. or they're breaking the house, and he's like,
Oh, he's eating the spaghetti. Yeah,
he's like in the kitchen. He's like, yep, yep, I'm checking it out.
Saving Silverman.
Yeah.
I think I see something in the back of the
back of the closet.
closet.
Yeah.
Sorry, any theories or anything you guys want to mention about this case before we shut her down?
I think it was. I don't fucking know because I don't think it would just be a random client because I don't understand like the blood draining thing.
But whoever did it had to have been a client, though.
Yeah.
Because she came down to get a condom, and the condom was left in her. So someone fucked her, and then...
Where was H.H. Holmes? That was in New
Chicago.
York. Oh, it was Chicago. Like
Yeah.
that was around the same time, though, wasn't it?
Let's see. H.H. Holmes died in 1896.
Holy fuck! What? That was that fucking long ago? Damn, I was thinking maybe that was later. Wait, when was the Black Dahlia then? Because I remember them trying to say.
I want to say the Black Dahlia was in like the 30s, but I'm probably
I
wrong.
thought they were trying to say that fucking H.H. Holmes was the one that did the Black Dahlia, but I must be wrong. I must be mixing something up there.
Black Dahlia was in the late 40s.
Okay, because that is kind of
Yeah.
similar to this.
That was 47.
Because she had like her blood drain and shit.
Anything from you, Spence or Toof?
It's not showing me the distance, but I'm trying to look up the distance to Stockholm, Sweden to Transylvania.
But the vampire can just fucking turn to mist to get there.
You know,
though,
I've never
dude.
heard of the mist thing before. I've always heard of the bat, not the mist though.
They can do whatever they want, though.
Yeah, they're vampires.
Yeah, they can sparkle in the sun.
Yeah, they can only be on like a few episodes of Brothers Commonplace and like not show up for a while.
What if after
Wear glasses?
What if after
can't.
vampires turn into that, they have to kiss each other because missed me, now you gotta kiss me.
Jesus, too.
Imagine Andrew's life as the vampire reject.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys.
Or maybe he's just the best at it and he puts them all to shame.
I feel like it's a little bit of both.
So, all right, guys. We actually have an honorary brother of the week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we had someone send us a picture of their review. So that person was Paratrooper84 on Twitter.
Like it.
They said, 5-star review all the way from Australia. Love your work, lads. Shame you can't see the ones you're getting on Aussie iTunes. Keep it up. So here's the actual review. Nothing's off limits. The Bros Commonplace is a non-stop comedy-packed podcast. If you love dark humor and true crime, this is the one for you. It's just like eating pussy. It only gets better the dirtier it is. Hashtag Wildman. Hashtag yeah the boys.
Damn
I
it!
think
Why
that's
are
what that is.
Why are the Aussies so cool?
I know,
awesome.
dude. We had people send us something today, and they were from Australia.
I did see that.
Dude, Australia's fucking too good to. Shout out to all our Australian listeners. Hashtag
Absolutely.
Australian Daniel. Thank you for the gift, man.
That
he
was
sent us some
awesome.
cool shit. I
Yeah.
wish there was something cool we could do for you, man. Maybe randomly we'll send you something. Too, if you
Yep.
still got to do your drawing for Wildman from Queens. I told him
Yeah,
if you didn't
dude.
draw it for him, I was kicking you off the podcast.
Okay.
I was like, that fucker better draw it for you. I was like, I swear to God, I'll kick him off the show if he doesn't do it
I
soon.
still have to do potty words too.
Oh, yeah, you got to do potty words.
Dude, what if the only way to get Andrew back is to kick off Toof?
And,
Well, Andrew's staying on. No,
and Andrew comes back, and his words of wisdom are so fucking funny, dude,
Oh,
that
my
we
God.
are like, dude, why do we ever let Tooth do this?
You guys go out and kill me. Next week's episode, we kill Toof.
The way we kill Toof is, I mean, nobody else is going to know that this is funny besides us, but the way we kill Toof is like he's sleeping in a sleeping bag. We just put Louie in there.
Yeah,
Rabbit
sew
cats.
them in. They used to do that. There was a punishment in like some ancient times. They would sew someone inside a bag of like starving feral cats.
That's
Oh, okay.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
scary.
You
actually.
couldn't just
Fuck
fight.
that.
That's fine. You can't just like the guy's too afraid to fight the cats.
They like
Oh
to
my
be
God, so
clever
many.
about it.
What's the
Yeah.
one where like the rat like has to like find its way like through your body or
yeah.
some
They put
shit?
it in a bucket, and then they put the bucket up to your chest, and then they put like a torch on the backside of the bucket.
Dude, fuck that.
Yeah.
That would fucking suck.
To get away from the heat, the rats burrow through your chest.
What if instead of putting the bucket on your stomach, they put it on your crouch and you just end up fucking the rat?
That'd be awesome.
I think the worst torture method from the past is the brazen bull.
I've heard of that.
Wait, is that where they light it on? Like, don't they light something on fire and it's like steel or some shit like that?
It's a giant bronze bull
Yeah, that's what
sculpture.
it is. Yeah.
A person goes inside. It gets sealed shut, so they're in like the chest area of the bull. and then they light fire underneath it, so it becomes like an oven.
Oh my god!
And the whole mouthpiece of the bull is rigged up like a trombone. So there's like a pipe, and the person in there can like try to gasp for breath on the pipe, and it makes a sound like a bull bellowing. Like,
Ugh, that's fucking awful, dude.
That would be the second worst, though. The first worst is watching R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet for 30 minutes straight, which we did for our Patreon
we did.
listeners.
That's absolutely right.
My sister sent me a snap today. She's like, just listen to the R. Kelly one. I was like, did you watch the video? Because it can't be funny if you don't watch the fucking video. Yeah. Which she said it was still funny.
It got instantly taken down from YouTube. When I actually edited and put the video together, but I don't have anywhere to post it. It gets taken down every time.
Wait,
wow.
And
is it like on YouTube? If you like make it like only 10% of the screen and the other one's just like filler, they won't take it down?
That's how I watch my... Never mind.
So, alrighty, Spence, you want to hit us with that closing shit, brother?
All right, you brother nerds. We fucking love you guys. We love
really
all
do.
of you. Every single one of you. You guys and gals. You wild men and wild women. And you wild zers. If you'd like to support this podcast, the number one way you can do so is to subscribe to the Patreon, where we have multiple tiers. It's a multiple tiered system where you can get different kinds of rewards, including stickers, and we'll fucking come and suck your dick, pretty much.
Hell yeah, you guys are going to be getting
It's happened before.
pushed out of the way if I'm there.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
not
yeah.
cutting those lines.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the no cuts, no butts, no coconuts rule.
What sucks though is we love you, Daniel, but I'm not fucking going to Australia because fuck that. That's scary.
Yeah,
Nah, man, we gotta go.
I mean, I know Daniel's taking care of all those fucking beasts over there, but still, man.
It's okay, Daniel. We still love you. But if you want to support us at something a little more free, you can check us out on social media. We've got a Facebook, we got a Twitter, Instagram. There might even be a Snapchat or something. You can at least follow Kevin on there. Get some fun brother news and stuff. You can write us at brotherscommon.place@gmail.com if you're into the email. If you're into the Z-mail, I don't know what you do. It's a P.O. box in Nova, Ohio.
Yeah, we have a P.O. Box 31, Nova, Ohio, 44859. If you want to send us some random shit, send us anything.
We really do love it.
It's fun as fuck. I love that you guys send us shit. It's
Yeah,
cool.
we get super excited.
And you could probably just write P.O. Box Nova, Ohio, and it'll pretty much get to us.
We'll find it.
Leave us a review on iTunes or wherever you check out the podcast, and drop us a line to let us know that you did that, and we will give you a mention on the podcast. Absolutely. That is the least we can do, because it exposes us to more people, and we are trying. What are we shooting for? Like the top 200?
We want to crack the top 200 in comedy charts this year.
Yeah, so
Doing it.
that's hard. So please help us do that soon.
We've cracked the top 400 once. That was back in June.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So,
That's pretty sweet.
but yeah, special thanks to everyone out there that has signed up for our Patreon, or anyone that's left us a review on iTunes. It really means a lot to us, and it helps us out. It's just super cool and awesome. And if you have friends that you think would like this show, if you could share it with them as well, that would be super rad. And yeah, you guys have just been amazing. We've had more reviews this month than like ever. We keep getting a bunch. And like I said, we really want to make it to the top 200 in comedy. So hopefully that'll happen. I don't know. It's going to be hard. I don't know if we will, because we're kind of like it's kind of weird. It's such like a strange podcast topic, because you get people who like crime, people who like comedy, but there's a lot of people that don't like it mixed. But there are a lot of people with fucked up senses of humors like us that do enjoy it. So yeah, it's just super cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I leave anything else? Oh yeah, we have a Threadless page if you want to buy some merchandise. We have some shirts and a bunch of other cool stuff on there. And if you want stickers, if anyone that signs up for our Patreon, I mail out some stickers. Or if you just want some and you don't want to sign up for the Patreon, just email us and I'll mail some out to you.
Yeah. We have a wide range of viewers. We have people who are into crime, people who are into comedy, people who are into like sissy boy porn.
Yeah, and that would be us.
Oh, yeah.
You like sissy boys, and you found the right vibe.
Yeah, I do listen to our own podcast, and I'm definitely into porn. So
Yeah.
Sissy hypno porn's the best.
Mm.
And yeah, just all of our listeners, just thank you. You guys have been super awesome. I love when you guys reach out to us and send us stuff. Probably like almost every day now, someone will message us on a platform and just say they enjoy the show, and that's been super cool.
Yeah, it has for sure.
I love it.
So alrighty, before we shut this son of a bitch down, like the IX Center, which I don't know if anyone knows what the IX Center is. It's this place in Ohio that we have.
The indoor amusement park?
The indoor amusement park.
Fuck yeah.
As a joke in high school, in like our econ or government class, so we had to like pretend we were running for something, so you had to build a platform. And just as a fucking joke, I was like, we really need to shut down the IX Center, just because I was being dumb, and they voted for me. I had to like come up with shit. I was like, I don't want to shut this fucker down. I'm just being an idiot. I'm not gonna give a speech on this shit. So alrighty, Toof, I want to hear some words of wisdom from you, brother, and you're already smiling, so I know it's gonna be good.
It's gonna probably be a deletable.
God, don't. All right, we'll see. All right, Toof, hit us with some words of wisdom, brother.
All right, so he hasn't been here lately, but Andrew's behind the scenes working and stuff. And,
Always.
And he inquired for my help, so I helped him. So we've been working at a women's shelter.
God, Toof, please no, Toof.
And to kind of like spread awareness and like cheer them up sometimes, me and Andrew made a song about women masturbating on their menstrual cycle.
Oh, dude.
It's kind of a ripoff, but we called it like a parody instead. It's called Clit Pearl Jam Even Flow. They kicked us out.
Oh, yeah, dude.
They kicked us out, but Amy Schumer invited us to her house for a private session.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, man.
That was
The
pretty good.
VIP room,
Oh my
Fuck
god.
yeah.
as they call it there.
The VBP room, the very big pussy room. Alrighty, anything else, boys?
No, I think so.
Alrighty, thank you all for listening. Be good.
Stay safe.
Laugh at dark stuff.
Hashtag Wildman.
Hashtag Wildman.
Hashtag the real pizza pyramid.
Hashtag no filter.
Hashtag thank you, Mark.
Hashtag boy pussy.
Hashtag Manchester Vampire Hunter. We need you, goddammit.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hashtag he played upon a ladle.
Oh. Was that ladle made out of clay?
Oh, ladle.
Yeah.
I drank from you all day.
I would have taken that one.
It's time to break the cycle of waste and mess. Time to stop accepting that the way things have been done are the way they should be done. Control-Alt-Delete everything you thought you knew about how to period. We're flipping the script, we're throwing out the book, we're challenging the period status quo. The Diva Cup is eco-friendly, reusable, and offers up to 12 hours leak-free protection. So what are you waiting for? Join the inner revolution with the Diva Cup. The Diva Cup is used for menstrual flow only. Always read and follow the user guide.